Welcome back to the channel. I'm about to help y'all create some alerts for your Twitch and YouTube live streams. So without further ado, go ahead and buckle in and let's get started. Alright y'all, first you're going to go to the website where we're going to connect your account. Obviously this is going to be Streamlabs website. The first two options are going to be Twitch and YouTube. Sign into whatever account you're going to be streaming from and authorize them to, get all your goodies. I'm just playing. The Streamlabs does have an application that you can download to your desktop, but we are going to hold off on that right now and just stick with a good old-fashioned website. The dashboard as well should look the same regardless of whichever account you log into. If this is your first time connecting to Streamlabs, then they may ask y'all to set up donations as well, but we are going to skip on that too. Memberships have been added to Streamlabs just like every other business, you feel me? But they do have a free option. So we're going to go ahead and click that little starter option right there and hit complete. You will be taken to your main dashboard where we can finally start setting up them alerts. Under the Essentials tab, click the alert box option, which will bring you to the alerts dashboard. This may look overwhelming at first glance, but we're going to work through it top to bottom. At the top, you will see the alert box themes pop up. When you click on browse themes, this will take you to another page where you can choose an alert notification that has already been designed. Note that most of these are not available unless you opt in on that Prime membership I mentioned earlier. If you decide to opt into the membership or you find a free one that you like, when you go to install that widget, the page will prompt you to download the Streamlabs desktop application to complete the process. But for this video, y'all, I want to keep it as simple as I can and establish the foundation for these alerts. You guys can always go back and add a theme one later on. Now back on the main menu, y'all, let's go through the rest of this page. The widget URL is essentially a external link that contains all your alerts and widgets and their settings and layout. This link is going to be used in OBS and we are going to need this for your alerts to show up in your live stream. Going past the widget URL, you will see a series of options starting with test, all these right here: test donation, test subscriber, test member, etc. When you have all your alerts configured, you are going to be using these buttons to make sure your alerts show up properly on your stream. Y'all don't want to be like me and realize I only have to stream in for 6 hours. That, you know what I'm saying, you heard the alerts, you heard them in your ear, but they never showed up right on the stream. So I don't want that to happen to y'all. Okay, starting at the background color in the general settings, you can set this to whatever color, and that's going to be convenient for you. This setting just refers to the color of the background for your alerts when you are previewing them. The menu description below even notes that this does not even show up in the streaming software that you are using. The alert delay is the time it would take for one alert to play after the other. So this option is your personal preference basically. If you want to show your viewers a little bit more love, you know what I'm saying, then increase the time interval, which is based on seconds. You will want to disable unlimited alert moderation delay because this setting will have you accept every single alert event that comes through for it to show up on your stream. I can envision y'all are starting to see how this can become excessive real quickly. Since the alert moderation delay is disabled, you can leave the option below it set to 0. The layout of your stream is up to you and what you think will look the most visually appealing. From the 3 options that are listed below, this is how the visuals will show up on your stream. I will leave alert pairs disabled because this setting will have an alert that is currently up on the screen and showing be like interrupted and cut short the second another event comes through. So if you want your viewers to receive their proper screen time, I would leave this setting disabled. Last in this section is your profanity filter. We gonna need this because we professional over here. All right, we all have different personalities and expectations for the communities we are trying to establish. In this profanity section, you have control over the level of profanity that will be tolerated in your stream. If you don't want to have any profanity come through at all, you can disable this alert in the profanity filter drop down right here. If you want to replace these words with happy words, you can do so. Under this, you will find the option to add and maintain your list of blacklisted words, and be sure to save your settings at the bottom of this page. The next 7 tabs here are the different alert events that can be incorporated in your stream. These alerts may differ through Twitch and YouTube, and a lot of this stuff is similar between the 2 platforms. Obviously YouTube is gonna have a little bit different stuff like the super chat and the member, but a lot of this stuff is similar. But I am going to be going through the settings of just the donations page, because as you guys can see, man, you go to a lot of these, they are the same settings across all of the alert event types. So with the exception of a few settings for like these last 4 alerts here, pretty much all this stuff is the same. So I'm gonna go over these settings. I'm gonna go in a little bit in depth to kind of give you guys a good idea about how you want to configure it. Okay, at the top of the list, y'all, you will have the option to disable the alert completely. As y'all saw earlier, you can adjust the individual layout of an alert without changing the rest. Here you can change it more specifically. To make your alerts appear more fancy and professional, you can add a alert animation for how it shows up and disappears on your stream. I am going to be leaving the text to speech alone at this point in time to keep the video relatively simple. I want to go over this in more detail at another time anyways. All right, the minimum amount to alert is the lowest dollar amount you want for an alert to be triggered and shown. If you want an alert to be shown for dollar amounts above $2, you will put a 2 in this field. If you only want alerts for dollar amounts above $10, you will put a 10 in this field. And any amount below these numbers specified by you, you know what I'm saying, will not be shown at all on your live stream. So this setting is your personal choice. So choose an amount that's acceptable for you and your community. The message template is the custom text that will show up on your stream with your alert. Normally, this text is a statement of an action that has been performed. Examples of this include: this user just donated, this user just subscribed, etc. You can customize this text, like right here. You can literally just write whatever you want up in here. I'm pretty sure not everything, you probably got a filter on this, but you know what I mean. You can make it a little more unique to your personality, or you can make it a little more heartfelt and personal. And for this same text, you can add a little animation here in this drop down just to give it a little bit more energy. The next option here on down is your image, and this is basically how y'all say it nowadays, the visual eye candy that comes with your message template. You can upload your own little GIF, JIF, or you can choose from a list that Streamlabs already offers. Just like this little jumping T-Rex right here, not too bad, but they do have a vast collection of these that you can choose from. After picking your image, choose a sound to be played on stream along with the message and image. This is normally just a few seconds of some moody audio that you can choose to upload yourself or choose from a list that Streamlabs already have. And the option below this is where you can adjust the volume of this alert sound. Use the alert duration option to control how long your alerts stay up on your stream before disappearing. I will leave your alert text delay set to 0 for now, and because this option just controls the delay of your actual alert text compared to when the rest of the stuff shows up, the audio and the image. Y'all can leave this next option disabled. It's enabling custom HTML, CSS, stuff like that. Y'all can leave that alone, man. Hey, let's click in that. Yeah, you click it. Y'all can leave that. We can leave that alone. We're trying to keep it simple. And this is just for when you're trying to get real creative, trying to create and upload your own very custom alert. So we're going to do with Streamlabs. We're going to do with what they gave us. You feel me? And we're just going to keep it simple for now. All right, y'all. Open up the donator message settings drop down. If you want your viewers' messages to show up on stream, you can enable this option. If you want to allow Twitch emotes to show up with the alert, you can also enable this option. Y'all can set up a specified minimum dollar amount for these messages to appear along with your alert. You can customize the font types of these messages along with the size, weight, and color. The font settings drop down below is the font settings in general for all your alerts, but lastly, we are going to leave the alert variations field empty at this point in time because we just don't need to add any variations just yet. We're gonna keep it pretty simple this time around, but this setting will come in use later as it does allow you to be a little more creative with your alerts. All right, y'all, this is it when it comes to a good foundation for your alert settings and Streamlabs. Take some time to go through all these little tabs or any ones that you are going to be incorporating in your stream. Take some time to go through all of them and configure them how you want to. For the last sequence of this video, I am going to be showing y'all how to import y'all alert box widget URL into OBS, and I'm also going to be showing y'all how to test and configure them as well. So before we get into that, we gonna go to the top of this alert box page. Y'all go find y'all widget URL and y'all go click copy there to copy that URL to the clipboard. All right, y'all, here we go. Open up OBS and go to the streaming scene you have set up for live streaming. Go to your sources and right click to add a web source. Name it alerts or whatever you may find suitable. Post that URL, the alert box page URL, post that in that available slot. That alert, all the alerts really, are now added to OBS and should be working properly. Go back to your Streamlabs alert box page and press all those test buttons below to make sure that they work. If they do, then congratulations, you're done. In OBS, if you want to move the alerts or resize them, just go to the video preview and use your mouse and the shift and alt keys to freeform the box to your comfort. I appreciate y'all for tuning into this video. Be sure to leave the video a like as well if y'all enjoyed it or found it helpful. And if y'all know somebody who is looking for a little assistance or some help on this very topic, maybe recommend this video to them so it can help them out. You know what I'm saying? I would greatly appreciate it. Until next time, I'll see y'all soon.